Welcome to episode 1 of Same Mom, Different Dad, where two brothers, Coty,
Julian,
that have the same mom but different dads that are talking about the black and gay experience that we have, where we do it really similar but also different because we are like two different kinds of gays, and we'll touch on that later. And starting off with our introduction of why we do this, we just want to show the representation of some positive black men that do this. Also have what's funny?
I just heard mom, like.
Well, I am my mother's child. Same mom is gonna come through from you too. Where we talk about just positive black men, but also we gay, so it's a little bit of fun that comes with that as well.
Okay.
Julian, you want to talk about yourself? How old you are? Where you're from?
How old I am?
Who's
Okay.
the older sibling?
That's fine, because you know what? Yeah. I'm Julian. What are we supposed to say?
Talk about you for a second.
Well, I wanted to do this podcast because when I was a kid, I felt like I didn't have any representation of, like, just to be able to be myself, just like figure out who I was. But then also my dad passed away. Oh, rip to my dad. Same mom, different dads, but rip to my dad. My dad passed away a year ago, and I kind of started thinking about what I want to leave behind as my own legacy, especially for my family and my friends, like just something that might be tangible, to either look back onto or listen to. Yeah. I don't know why I wanted to do a podcast though, because I hate the way that I talk. So if you hear me go a little,
You try to put extra bass in it?
A little bit.
Just be real. It's all gonna come out regardless. A little bit about myself. I am Coty. My first name is William, but I go by my middle name because there are 3 Williams. I'm William III, and I am 29. I'm the middle child. There's also a younger brother that we have, so shout out to Christian, not to exclude him, but he's black, but not also black and gay, which is why he's not in the chair next to me.
You didn't have to say that, but I don't think you needed to say that.
Well, I just wanted to acknowledge him as well. Back to me. Okay. Going into, another part of why we do this is we get feedback from people that we know and also people on the streets that we have a fun energy exchange.
Not the streets.
Yeah, we be in the streets, right? You?
Go ahead, continue, please.
Okay, continuing.
Yeah.
We have a fun energy exchange, and when we're out, people pick up on that. They even ask if we're twins, but obviously we're not.
No,
because,
yeah.
Different dad. And
But also, we don't look alike. A lot of people say we look alike, but I don't think we look alike at all.
I don't think we look alike. We look different. And going into another part of us wanting you guys to get to know us is we have some questions that we're going to get into.
Oh, okay, this is my part. All right. So, are they rapid fire or?
Questions.
How old were you when you had your first kiss, and who was it with?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's why I didn't want you to know the question.
Julie knows these questions. I don't know these questions. Didn't know where we're going with that. Anyway, first kiss, 7th grade. Oh, I almost said her name. But I had a little girlfriend at the time. And I'm just sorry. I didn't expect to get accents. I had a girlfriend at the time, and we just like kiss each other like in between classes and shit.
Oh, you didn't have to say all of that. I just said.
Okay,
who was your
next
first
question.
Yeah.
Tamika.
Well. Next question. Anyway. Well.
Your first kiss.
Did I just stop the recording? Okay, no, I didn't.
You can still see your face going up and down the thing, right?
Well, it's kind of like blocking because I have these notes.
Your
But
first kiss.
my first kiss was with my bestie. I'm not gonna say her name either.
Oh, so y'all was like sisses. Sisses kissing. Elaborate. That's
No,
it?
that was it. Yeah.
Okay. She knows who she is.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a lot of shit. I was all over the place. I remember back to like when I was like 7. I went to the Natural History Museum for the first time. I wanted to be a paleontologist.
A what?
Paleontologist.
What's that?
The person that digs up dinosaur bones.
Okay, Cody.
And then in my 5th grade yearbook, they asked what you wanted to be when you grow up. I said a computer technician. Anyway, all I gotta say is, throughout my entire adolescence, I never thought I would become a personal trainer, which is what I am now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Even though the question was, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Right.
I wanted to be a lawyer. Next question.
Would you like to argue?
That, wow, you just unlocked something for me.
What is
wow.
it? Okay, back to, so you wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah, because I like to argue, as you pointed out.
We do know
yes,
you
I
like
do.
to argue.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Where's the most exotic place you've gotten intimate?
Exotic. I mean, exotic or trashy? Because
Exotic. Well, like, I looked these up on the internet.
in a parking lot. Next.
How is that exotic?
Well, I wasn't in the tropics or in a fucking rainforest, but I said exotic or trashy. And anyway, we was on a road trip. We was staying at his grandpa's house, and
Yeah, we're gonna skip over your answer.
we didn't want to do it in the house, so we was
We're
like,
gonna skip over your answer.
we pulled over to make it happen.
Well, I was on vacation in Cancun
Oh, so that's why you said exotic.
on a balcony in a jacuzzi.
So you looking down on me?
Absolutely. Where is the strangest place you've gone potty?
I don't know about the strangest place, but I will talk about a story that Julian and I had. We were in New York a couple years ago, and I had to use the bathroom so bad the entire Uber. I got out of the car, and it was my first time in New York, and it made me realize just, I mean, probably like if you're downtown too, but there's like, I'm used to having at least a little bush to run into, but there's no damn bush or anything to go to. So I found a bush, and I squatted down, and I squatted and peed like a whole woman. And,
Like you had a vagina.
and popped my stuff out from the bottom of my
I
pants.
can't.
And
I can't.
that's my story.
You know what? Props to you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was when we went to Pride. But it was like number 2.
Was that your neck?
Yes. I don't know how I just did that. But I had to. Remember you left me at Pride?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was.
Talk about it. Talk about it. You brought it
passed
up.
out in the car.
Yeah, we left you in the car because you was turned,
Yeah,
and I
and
wanted to
then-
continue my night.
And I
Continue.
was trying to find you the next morning when I woke up because you didn't return to the car.
Baby, there's a whole other journey
But
I went on.
anyway, it was like 5 a.m. and I'm still trying to like call you to figure out where you are. Meanwhile, you're at home.
Mind you, I was at home, but my phone was.
Oh, I forgot the phone.
Yeah,
thing
I didn't have
happened.
my phone. Anyway, I had his phone, thinking it was my phone. So while all this is going on, I'm going in his phone like, why is my phone code not working? I used Siri to call my mom, and I told her Julian was missing. She was about ready to call the police. Anyway, back to you using the bathroom.
Yeah, so it was like 5 a.m.
Mhm.
and like I was drinking the whole day before, so like I had to use the bathroom when I was just like.
Was it 1 or 2?
It was number 2.
Oh!
And
Where did you do it?
right, like the cul-de-sac, like a Melrose somewhere, like.
So not in the toilet?
No, I tried to drive to Starbucks, but they didn't open until like 6 o'clock. So I just had to do what I do. Okay, yeah.
Them bowels was weak.
Okay, so then the last question: if your life was a novel, what would the title be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I hate you. I hate
Dirty
you.
Shoes and Long Roads. It's the journey.
Mine would be crying in the club.
Why is that?
Because we're gonna move on to the next segment.
Oh, okay. You don't want to.
No, what's the next segment?
The next segment is. What kind of gay are you? Being that.
Are you gonna answer that first? so I can get ideas from you. You should answer first.
I don't think you should be mumbling to me while we're like doing this. But the question of what kind of gay are you, I will answer first. Very much butch queen. It's butch, it's queen, it's both ends of the spectrum. Depending on what my mood is, what the environment is giving me, what people are giving me around me, is what you're gonna get. I can be at the gym.
You're so annoying.
Butch.
You're so
But
annoying.
I can be very clean with the girls. We put on a wig and slap on some heels every once in a while, and kiki in the living room. So very much both. What about you?
Not the living room.
I'm inserting a video of you in heels in the living room.
Please, just like a quick like 2
Not
second
the
clip.
living room.
Like before you can
Oh
even
my
realize to
God.
like screenshot.
Not
Yes.
the living room.
What about you?
I don't know. I honestly, I feel like I'm in the middle of everything. Like
a verse?
this is only episode 1. I honestly, I feel like I'm in the middle of everything. Like no tea, no shade, but like I'm not a muscle gay. I don't like be in the circuit.
Okay. You do you. So what's doing?
But
you?
yeah, but
Like,
also
what kind of
like,
hair you?
but
What
also
do you
like
do?
I'm not
You watch
like.
sports?
Can I talk?
Um.
Not that you watch sports. You're a fucking menace. I forgot what I was saying.
Hello?
You're saying what kind of gay is you?
Let's go to the next question.
Okay.
I answered the question already.
All right. Was that the end of the questions?
Yeah.
All right.
No, you added that question.
Yeah. All right. Now going into
Why would you add a question?
from what kind of gay are you? Speaking of being gay, every gay has to do this one thing, and
What is?
it's one thing very much. A Marie, we have to come out.
Quiet on set.
We have to come out. So the next segment is coming out.
Oh shit.
Yes. So let's talk about how we came out. It's probably more appropriate for me to start it because
Yeah, absolutely.
it kind of started with me. I, at the time, was around 22 or 23 years old, trying to come into my own, if you will. Becoming Coty, not Michelle. And I was kind of priding myself on self-awareness, stepping into, at that age, you have everything going on. But while I was doing all that, there was this huge missing piece that I felt like I wasn't being honest about. When it came to being gay, I felt like I told myself, once you have feelings for a guy, you are kind of confirmed to walk down this road to where your feelings for a guy are past the physical. And at that point, I had feelings for a guy that was emotional, and I was ready to be myself and tell people about that. So that's how I was ready to come out, and I told Julian that I was ready to, and he told me, and at the time he wasn't out either, but he told me if I'm gonna come out, then he would have to come out too, because our mother, we'll talk about her a little later, is she ain't dumb nonetheless. And there probably were signs from both of us at the time, and she was like,
More so you.
maybe more so me. Things were leading up for more so me at the time.
Yeah, you were doing
but
the most.
it was very
You
much.
were doing the most.
I was coming. I was becoming. So as a young man stepping out / BL,
Stepping up in my heels
stomp up in some hills.
tonight.
Anyway, in general, I told myself this is the last piece that I needed to do to step into myself as becoming a man. I needed to be upfront with myself and everyone around me. And I was ready to come out. I told Julian, he said, if you come out, I'm going to have to as well. He told me.
I told you that it wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
Because our mom, we only thought about to come out to our mom like No tea, no shade. But it's like she's really been the only person to guide us and like care for us. So we just wanted to like tell our mom just to like get that off her chest. But I told him that it was not the right time because our mom was like going through it at the moment.
Well, it was a holiday season, and let's just say for our mom, the holiday season, it's not the best time for her because other traumatic things happened for her in that time. So that was part of the reason. And then for Julian, he felt like he wasn't ready either. So in my mind, I'm like, there's going to be no right time for all three of our clocks to be in sync. I just felt like I needed to go for it. So it was the day after Christmas.
Not the day after Christmas.
I was sitting up in my room, no brandy.
Why does that sound like a movie?
The day after Christmas.
Is that a movie? Isn't that a movie?
I don't know, but shit got dark. I was just sitting in my room like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Girl, like, don't do it.
Don't do it. Fuck it, I gotta do it. So I walk into my mom's room and I'm like, so you know that guy I was kind of like staying with? And she was like,
Speaking of
yeah.
Laying it low,
I was like, that's my
spreading it
boyfriend.
wide.
She said,
She was good.
no, she was hella gagged. She said, what? I said, yeah, that's my boyfriend. She literally thought I was joking. And aside from all the other questions she asked me, one of the questions she asked was, well, what about Julian? And my response was, what I said, I don't know, like, that's between you and him. I'm just going to tell you about me. Like, I remember verbatim saying that. And
I can't.
she, after that, I was like, she kind of like dismissed me and told me to go to my room. So I just felt like a little bit of a weight was off my shoulders. And then she, I guess she called you, right?
Yeah, she called me. I had gotten off of work, and she called me. And she was like, Coty is like, he wants to tell me something. And I was pretending on it.
Right, because my mom kind of called Julian, making it seem like I spilled the beans about him without me telling him. No, she tried to make it seem like...
She didn't say that. She didn't say that. Can I tell?
But she told me, she literally told me I was dry stitching on you. As if you and I didn't have a conversation before, but what I'm trying to say is we had the conversation before.
Anyways.
In which, wait, hold on, let me talk about the conversation before.
What conversation?
Jill and I had to come out to each other before.
Oh, yeah. Well.
The sidebar, there were some times that we would literally like cross paths in West Hollywood. Very much like, Ariana, what are you doing here? And that's what kind of like got us onto each other. We ended up going to a Dawn concert.
Period. Shout out Dawn. If you see this, we fucking love you.
Actually, I didn't even tell you this, but I was in her top 100 listeners on Apple Music.
You're so annoying.
I'm a heart. To the heart. We went to a Dawn concert, and I kind of initiated it because
You did?
I'm a stand-up nigga. Yes.
You're gonna say stand-up bitch, but okay.
Yeah. But queen.
No,
yes, I did. I said, let's go get a drink after. And I was like, let's go to Trunks. And you were like, okay. We went to Trunks, and then that's where we had...
Okay.
Pretty much. You don't have any doubt in your voice to me. We went, and that's where we had our conversation. So that's where we had the conversation. So and back to the main story.
Ooh.
Mom called you.
It's a journey. It's a journey.
It's the journey. I'm still here.
Oh wait, what?
Mom called you.
Oh yeah, and she was like, Coty, wanna tell me something? And then she was like, are you gay? Or did she ask me on the phone? I don't remember, but...
How do you
when do
marry a woman and turn around and let a man bend you over? Is that what she said on the phone?
I can't. I forgot exactly what I said, but I kind of maneuvered the conversation to where I couldn't answer in that moment. Because I was going to be like, no, I'm not gay. But then I was just like, fuck, I can't... Yeah, why lie? I can't put my mom through this again. And I just want to say, I'm the one that knows mom the fucking best. And yeah, literally, I know mom like the back of my hand. And so I knew it wasn't the right time, but when is there?
When is the right time?
Yeah, but still, like I knew it wasn't the right time.
What gay is ever gonna feel like it was the right time for me to come out?
I'm talking.
You're chewing gum too.
I know, right? I should.
Jabber jaws.
Fix my. Where did I leave off?
You know, mom.
Yeah,
like the
I
back
do.
of your hand.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was just like, I can't like hurt mom again and like put her through all this because I knew she was not gonna receive it well. And so like we had a family meeting the day after Christmas.
So
my
mom,
up.
The next day was like, I want to have a conversation.
Clear the air now.
Clear the air now. She was ready to clear the air now. She said, I want to have a conversation between you and Julian, because at the time I was living with my mom and Julian was not living with us. She was like, I want to have a conversation. So she called him over. He came. I came in my room because I was in my room for a minute. I was like, I don't even feel like dealing with all this. I was like, I said what I needed to say. So anyway, I came out. It was, baby, when I tell you that conversation went everywhere, but it really ended up in a grounded place. But it hit some peaks. There was a lot said. There was a lot of tears on everyone's side. I mean, I didn't really cry in the moment. To be honest, I felt like...
You didn't?
No, I did not cry. I stood my ground. Mom was in my face very aggressively.
Okay.
Did you cry? Julian was...
I'm a double Aries and a Cancer rising.
And that
cried.
sensitivity be hitting you out of fucking nowhere, huh? Well, it hit you at that time.
Okay.
And
Anyways.
I stood in my truth. Mom was asking me hella questions, and I was like, very much like, bring it on. Not so much to be combative, but also to stand firm in what I was trying to do by reassuring her and myself that this is what I'm ready for. And so it got to the point where she told me to go to my room to finish the conversation with Julian.
Not go to your room.
Well, as much as I was a man, I was living with my mama.
All right. Anyway, I wasn't even saying it like that. I was just like, go to your room. Like, get out. Anyways.
But yeah, honestly, I didn't feel like you had my back in the moment.
Are you going to do this right now?
That's the purpose. You was over there crying.
No.
And you were like, and you were trying to tell me be quiet, but I'm trying to get...
Coty, that was a real intense situation.
It was very intense.
I just know mom, and it's just like, why would you just like continue to feed into it and make it worse?
I wasn't making it worse.
Because you were doing very passive aggressive. Very passive aggressive.
She was asking me questions and I was answering them.
It's giving very passive aggressive. Anyways.
Well, if you want to talk about big threes, I'm a Cancer with a Scorpio moon, so passive aggressive is...
Okay. Anyway, let's move on.
Let's move
Are
on.
we moving on? No.
We can transition out of it. But anyway, that's how we came out.
Into that.
Well, mama,
literally, that's what it was. Like, it just hit her.
No, but when was really the right time for me, him, and her? I'm like, we're really talking about 3 clocks synchronizing for the most pivotal event that's going to pretty much right.
I just think we should have waited until she was in a more stable.
So what? New Year's?
One by one doesn't work.
Not 6 days.
Anyway,
that's what I'm talking about.
I couldn't sit on it. It was that time for me. Not to sound selfish.
To sit on it.
Anyway. Back to
the bitch that had a lot to say about being in the press.
In the press, right?
Miley was good.
Coming for you right now. That anyway, it turned into I left the house after that for like a good week or so, because my mom said some shit.
It literally.
She was like, well, she was like, well, I'd rather you hear it from me than somebody on the street. But I was still like, damn, like you didn't have to go that hard.
It felt like I have never went to church with mom as a kid, but you would have thought
Never?
No, you would have thought like we were Bible thumpers.
No, okay. My mom literally told me I had the devil in me.
I don't want that in there.
But that's part of the story.
I don't want that part in there.
But that's part of the story.
It is, but I don't want that part in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're just recounting an experience. You have to understand that too. It's not about what's opinion or not. Like that's a very factual thing that happened. But yeah, I left the house for several days. I came back and I was in my room, and then there had to be another confrontation because I didn't talk to my mom the whole time, and she was like, I forgot what she said, but she walked in my room, and then she said something, and I was like waiting for an apology, for her to apologize on some things, but she was like, well, I'd rather you hear it from me than anyone else on the streets. And like honestly, like that kind of like stuck with me.
Right. No, because honestly, I had to block mom like from my phone for like a good couple days. I was just like, how can she say all this stuff? Right.
Like when I tell you those things cut deep, but anyway, I'm healed from that. My mom and I have also
Not you.
you know, Mom and I have also talked about that since then. She kind of hasn't let go exactly, but she is definitely more understanding of where I'm coming from now these days. And let me also clarify.
I want to also add that we have a really great relationship with our mom. Like,
which is where I was going
even
to.
before we came out, like I know my mom like the back of my hand. So, and I'm the firstborn. I don't come second to nobody.
Old.
Anyways, yeah, we have a great relationship with our mom.
For sure.
She.
And I will say, literally the following year, we all went to Pride together. Me, Julian, and a few of my friends. We all went to Pride, which is a major step when it comes to a parent understanding their kids coming out, to go from us coming out to going to doing a Pride. Like, I will give my mom major props, and she even will go out with us present day, wants to be understanding, will listen to us, and she never stopped doing that. So that's that. So shout out to my mama.
She did that. And let's point out that she went back to school and she...
Oh, you guys need a shot after that.
We sure do.
That was a lot to... We unpacked.
Listen, audience, let me tell you, that's in our notes. That was supposed to be 3 to 5 minutes. Woo!
That was a lot. Okay, here. What did we tell Cedar? Episode what?
Episode 1, our story was coming out, but episode 1, the title is called Coming In.
Yeah. Okay. What's the next thing?
Is that the end? No. All right. Do people experience black or gay from you first?
That's a loaded fucking question.
Very. And don't get problematic, because the listeners will drag.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like before anything, you're black.
For sure. But some people don't see color.
What the fuck? I hate when people say that shit.
Right.
See my color.
We all see color, bitch. Unless you are a dog and colorblind. Even if you are colorblind. Colorblind is what? You don't see what? Red and orange and blue? But you see brown, bitch. You see 50 Shades of Brown and melanin. Yeah. Melanin.
Melanie Fiona. Anyways, what's next?
Do people see black or gay in you first?
Oh, wait, I answered the question.
What is it?
I said black.
I would agree too, but also it depends on the space I am too, because back to the whole butch queen, you know, when I'm in more environments that bring out the butch in me, or if I'm at work where we wear uniform and I carry myself a certain way, people might see black first. And I've even had clients after working with them after several months be like, "Oh, what'd you do this weekend?" I'm like, "Oh, I went bar hopping." They're like, "Oh, you were chasing girls around town," and I was like,
Chasing fish. Not chasing fish.
I mean, girls or guys, because somebody's being chased. But
I can't.
but anyway, that was. I feel like most of the time people gather black from me first, but gay will definitely come out within the next like 5 minutes. And that question comes from intersectionality. And
That's a big word for Elmo.
and the triumphs that people have to overcome when they check off other like more boxes than one when they do enter a room, because we respond to what we feel like people are going to present. So people need to respond to whether we black or gay, but baby, I'm both. What a she doing both.
What's the next question?
What to look forward to going forward?
Oh, we're here already?
Wrap it up. Do you wrap it up?
You are going to hell.
Are you prepared?
What the fuck?
We are going to talk about, like we said in the beginning, talk about our black and gay experience, where that also intersects with how our friendships come into play too, because our friends come from different groups and different social circles, so that brings out different parts of our personalities. And like I said, how we navigate that through being brothers, because we experience it together, but we also navigate through things differently. So that's where our whole experience with this comes from us doing the same but different, doing the same mom yet different dad kind of situation.
Different emphasis.
Because
emphasis on the different.
We both gay, but we two different gays. I'm a butch queen. You're that.
In the middle. Isn't that a song?
And
What?
in the middle, Sum 41.
So why are you like being so shady?
Wait, nobody's
Why
being shady.
Yeah, huh? Like,
I wasn't being
first
shady.
episode, you're gonna be shady.
I'm not being shady. I was joking because you were barely able to answer the question about what kind of gay you are.
But I answered the question.
Which is?
In the middle.
Oh, verse? The Jack A clips like that's
It's
that
a
on
rap.
that. That's that on that. It's
That's
a rap. It's
just
a rap
too
like I had on a
bad.
Saudi.
Where can they find you on social?
They can find us on social at Same Mom Different Dad
Yeah.
and
Hold
at
on.
C_the_3rd for my personal, at This Is Julian B. That goes for
Actually.
Twitter. That goes for Instagram.
Wait, hold on. No, I can't find it, but we'll just put it on the screen because I made socials already for it.
Right.
Yeah, I just can't locate it at the moment.
And be ready. It's gonna be a ride. Cut. That's it.
Oh, really? You want me to stop?
Yeah.
That was cute. That was cute.
Was it cute? We did it.
It felt like exactly what I do. It felt like just like your banter is so good. I just wasn't trying to make noise.
No, I wanted y'all to make
No,
noise.
I was
Yes.
focused on the damn microphone. This microphone was acting crazy.
Right.
Julian, stop recording and save your project.
Oh shit! How did you know I was still recording?